Good afternoon. My name is John Linnell, and I'm delighted to be here to share the patient perspective in the curious story of Benjamin Button. I have stage 4 COPD, currently FEV1 of about 20%. And I'd like to begin by briefly sharing my story. The key to remember is that I was not old, however that's defined. When I was in my 40s, I mentioned to my physician during an annual well check, doc, it really sucks getting old. Because I had just for, at least a year, maybe longer, I just felt like, I attributed it to getting old. I was just tired all the time and I tired more easily. Well, he looked at me quizzically and said, old? You're in your 40s. Why would you say that? So our conversation that ensued was about my fatigue, easy tiredness, needing to take much longer in the morning to get going. He knew of my smoking history, took an x-ray, and said he suspected COPD, but I would need to be diagnosed with spirometry and see a pulmonologist. Living in Phoenix at the time, there were many pulmonary doctors, and fortunately, I got in within 10 days. Simple spirometry, and there I was, a newly diagnosed person living with COPD. I was given an inhaler, told to quit smoking, sent on my way. 3 months later, another inhaler was added. So now I was on a LABA ICS and a LAMA. Oh, and again, simply told to quit smoking. Perhaps a bit off topic, but I wasn't given any resources for support as to how to quit smoking, how to find peer support, how to change my lifestyle, et cetera, et cetera. An important point here that I was in my 40s. And since this is a progressive disease, most of us will agree that I've already had COPD for at least a few years. I wasn't old. So I chose to own my COPD, and I became a national advocate and patient spokesperson. I learned a lot along the way. In my work with numerous patient groups and organizations, I learned that newly diagnosed persons feel lost, especially the younger ones. They need resources, they need guidance, as well as the tests and the prescriptions. And quite frankly, patients need other patients because they're the only other people that feel the way they feel. Importantly, we aren't all old. We don't all have a smoking history. There's secondhand, even third-hand smoke, the environment at work, indoor pollution, outdoor pollution. Many patients I've met along the way were not, nor ever had been, active smokers. So what do I propose? Well, I urge all physicians to use simple spirometry on general medical exams. I urge the use of spirometry with any patients who smoke or that work in risk settings. Ask about family histories with lung issues, as it could point towards alpha-1 antitrypsin deficiency. Ask about their childhood histories. For example, did someone smoke in their household? When I go to the doctor, I'm weighed and measured. My blood pressure is taken. Pulse oximetry is used, but no spirometer. Here's a very simple one that links to my smartphone. I've taken it to my, the full body box PFT tests, and I find my little device to be quite accurate. Under $100, FDA approved. The pulmonologists in the audience know the value and importance of spirometry. There are too many non-seniors out there living with COPD. This is not a disease of the elderly and infirm. This is the third leading killing disease in the world. And let's give some added attention to women. Women are underdiagnosed as well. More women are being diagnosed than men, but they have lower rates of smoking. Could it be we just haven't paid enough attention? Maybe pay more attention to women who cough. I don't know. I'm not a clinician or a scientist, but I'm here to challenge you to help find what Ted Koppel and his wife, Grace Ann Dorney Koppel's foundation, they have a COPD SOS where they want to find the missing millions. We're out there. When you find us, give us resources. Be what I call a partner in care with us. Patients tell me my doctors don't explain anything to me. Doctors tell me my patients don't listen to what I tell them. Solution, be partners in care. Truly believe in your patients and they'll believe in you. And then just think about what we can do that we can accomplish together. So I really appreciate your letting me take the time to be here and speak for both the 16 million diagnosed with COPD and the equally large number of those, including the young people, living with it that just don't know it. I appreciate your time truly. Have a good meeting.